to do even more damage in the team fight. Decent for hitting the egg, whereas that carry and go 5-man pretty much from Phoenix will start to regen up. PMA has gone for a Bracer though, so he wants to put even more aggression into that Alchemist. Olnit gets pulled back, and with that and the slow and the follow-up magic missile, that is gonna be the first blood going the way of PMA, who is going to get harassed even more with those annoying ass spirits. While over on the off lane, Jakiro in a fairly dangerous spot. Ridis will be punished with the blood grenade and the charge from the Spirit Breaker. Force and not anytime soon, so he could just go for an instant Yasha into the lifesteal. Meanwhile, on mid lane, Niku, he got killed off by a Spirit Breaker charge. And go when ready has been called. Phoenix stunned up under the tower, still hit with everything and just obliterated by 3 people. Teleports long before the Timber Saw, as everybody is regrouping over on top lane from the side of Team NAVI Junior. Laurenov, what are you doing here? That is 3 heroes who have insane amounts of magical damage. In comes the 4th, as he did harass the Mars to a sliver of health and a nice Ravage. They made just enough time for Laurenov to survive through all of that burst. Set up this 3.
Radiant's bottom tower.
One right click at a time, so on bottom lane, NAVI Junior want to go for a kill.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
They are just running after Phoenix, who has an egg ready as well as the Icarus dive. I don't think he wants to egg here anymore, yeah. It's exactly what you need to stay in this game and keep the advantage on your side. Jakiro finds a nice 2-man Ice Path. Marcy with the ultimate trying to lifesteal up, and she will get to hit the egg, meaning that's just gonna be 2 people evaporated on the side of Team TICKLES. Make that 3, as Daze on the Marcy now starting to feel like a carry despite just being the relic timing. Radiance before 15 minutes should still be in the cards, however, as Force gets torrented, gets shipped. He will get the Ravage out during that whole combo on top of him though, and Narman charges to try and protect his Tidehunter as Phoenix comes on in. The X still 5 seconds on cooldown, however. Timbersaw tries to tank for his Phoenix. Laurenov gets chased after with the X marks with the Euls. Phoenix not egging, alright. He's instead trying to heal up the Timbersaw, but with Morphling up on that high ground as well. That will just be another kill as Force gets swapped out of position. Spirit Breaker charges for the Jakiro. Force, however, will be killed off with the rebound, and it looks like Narman could be in a lot of trouble as well, as Kunkka is just going to keep running him down and will find the X mark. There's the follow-up stun, and that's gonna be a kill for Got the Juice, who looks like he's got the juice this game, and he literally is the juice as well. Always gonna have a little bit of a farming advantage at the very least, just by the lanes being what they are. But Team TICKLES want to charge in onto this Vengeful Spirit, who is going to get blood grenaded. There's the concoction from the Alchemist. Jakiro, nice 2-man Ice Path once again. And Vengeful manages to get the follow-up kill. We have ourselves an Ownage for NAVI Junior, as they're looking to get more done. Narman running for his life on the Spirit Breaker. Olnit. Get some good damage in. TICKLES in the triangle, about to be caught on with the X marks Torrent as well, and a few more right clicks to finish him off. The Ownage is just gonna continue. NAVI Junior absolutely dominating the early game. Just lose to the draft unless this Alchemist makes a really big comeback. Just 16 minutes into the game. NAVI Junior looking for more, will find the swap onto the Timbersaw, and Timbersaw Laurenov is just going to get killed off. 4K. They will find the Spirit Breaker locked in place, and will just get shut down. Own is just going to resume. The gold lead may be 1k because Alchemist is finally farming. But Alchemist needs another 10 minutes of farm in order to be back in this game, while Phoenix dies to try and give him that time, but that means the bottom tower will also soon be left exposed at this rate. Instead of trying to... And another X marks, this time on the Timbersaw. There's the Act, there's the Ravage. Niku, he will be going down as the Ownage has been broken. Vengeful Spirit, the next one to fall. Team TICKLES have lost a single hero this time yet. PMA will be going down on that Venge. Even with the Aghanim Scepter, the second death is there as Morphling had to get out of there. Couldn't really fight, since even with sitting behind him and is just farming the enemy's jungle for his Assault Cuirass. But by the time he gets the Assault Cuirass, they may already be down in lane of Rex at this rate, because now Morphling unafraid with his Aegis, swap on the Timbersaw, setting him up for death. He will be forced to press BKB, looks to run down PMA. PMA, however, entirely fine, goes for that wave. Olnit, counter initiation with the Spirit Breaker charge. Morphling loses the first life. Marcy goes for a nice jump onto 2, will be killed off by Alchemist to save the BKB for Morphling to respawn. Alchemist looking for the unstable concoction, will only find it on the PMA elu. And PMA finds an amazing swap on Lorinov. Lorinov moves immediately, but will still get ice walled and axed and dies to the Morphling, who with that Skadi of his reduces the amount of health regen anyone has, while that egg is slowly dying and will not go off this time around. Team TICKLES, have they just lost because they couldn't get the egg ravage combo this time? As Morphling just running down the bottom lane with that catapult, about to force everybody to come back and teleport in, I think.
Clear sailing now.
Timbersaw gets swapped out of position. They will grab the Timber, kill him off almost instantly, as the tier 3 tower now suffers a similar fate. But from behind, in comes the smoke, out comes the Ravage. Jakiro will be dead. Morphling goes on the Phoenix before he can act though. Phoenix, he has a buyback. He can maybe buyback and turn this still as Daze is going down. 3 people dead for 2 buybacks. Vengeful Spirit will be dying for that. Morphling still trying to run for his life. He used up, but Vengeful Spirit will be killing off the Spirit Break in the backlines. Maybe not, because now that Egg comes out to try and at least kill Morphling, guaranteed. Morphling wants to kill off Narman so badly, but he can't quite make it as his full strength now and deals 0 freaking damage. Morphling, it takes them so long to kill him, but it will be a full team wipe with the bonus kill of that little illusion there. And then all of a sudden Morphling is gonna have a hard time defending himself. Everybody is smoked up from the side of Team TICKLES, looking for an initiation. They're gonna try onto Daze. Daze, however, will not get dazed from that unstable concoction, as he has a BKB, he has an ultimate as well, trying to run down Force. Gets anchored by Force, can't run away. Ice Path to try and slow them down, but Spirit Breaker is charging at PMA. PMA gets the swap off on the Spirit Breaker, as Jakiro will be dying for that. And now we are an Ownage in the sense of Team TICKLES. Double kill for Olnit. Team TICKLES, they get this game under control at 30 minutes into the game with a 5-slotted Alchemist who has escalated. They need to keep pushing, make up the really important item this game, the Aghanim Shard. He needs that, otherwise he's just dead every team fight. And a scan reveals they're all in the triangle as an aggressive scan with a follow-up smoke, a concoction onto Kunkka, who's gonna get charged, and out comes the Ravage. Phoenix will laser down the Kunkka. Kunkka dead with the Timbersaw. Daze kills off the Phoenix egg, however, and that is gonna be Daze killed off as well. Morphling with BKB still frontline will kill off the Spirit Breaker. Lorinov, can he do this? It looks like he has to get away, has the cheese though. PMA about to die the second time, manages to get himself back as Tidehunter's dead. Gets killed off by the Morphling. Alchemist still just getting kited around. Timbersaw slowed up as well, caught with the stun from the Vengeful Spirit, but manages to get a good Timbersaw long range escape up that high ground, whereas Alchemist, caught off guard, will be annihilated the first time, and now the second time he doesn't have an ultimate, so he's just free food. Look at him go. Morphling still the better late game hero, and at 34 minutes we are approaching the late game as Morphling one more item and he's Batham tier 3.
Radiant's bottom
has gone down. The Rex still standing. 17 seconds, however, means they are gonna lose 2 lanes of Rex with only 1 tier. Wait, Vengeful still initiates onto Timbersaw. Timbersaw with the BKB, able to get away. They anchored up the Vengeful. Is that gonna be enough for an escape? Not from the looks of it, as Marcy is spot on in removing that anchor and jumps all the way back to try and force the Spirit Breaker to use the BKB. Spirit Breaker is covered with the dust. PMA dies for that, but PMA still has that second life. And Narman dies for that, so you traded Vengeful Spirit's first life against Spirit Breaker's only life. He is dead for 60 seconds, as now Lauren up gets chased by the Vengeful Spirit, who will connect with Wave. In goes the Alchemist, gets a nice stun on the Jakiro, so PMA sacrificed the illusion, and once again the Egg just doesn't go off. Morphling saves BKB for the Egg, is now getting Timbersaw, as well as the Alchemist down. Alchemist will be dying first, as Forest gets killed, and Timber, the last one alive, teleports out of there. But I'm starting to think this is GG. Phoenix is the only one who has the nice swap low enough, who does have the BKB, doesn't mind frontlining too much. What he minds is Ancient's dying, and they're just kind of ignoring him hitting the Ancient, as GG gets called. Great either, because both of those Scepter as well, because that is just insane.
Dire are scanning.
And Shadow Demon will be the next one caught with a throwback from Days straight. As Wraith King sitting on top of net worth now, thanks to that ultimate being available. He's just gonna have exponential farm, and Days goes down with a little created. More gold for the side of Team Tickles, as they also go for a bunch of stacks. And now one smoke towards the mid lane, catching the Dazzle instead. Dazzle nuked down and killed off almost instantly with a puck, having a double damage in addition to that Witchblade now. While on bottom lane, Faces Void, trying to grab more farm, will be caught by Centaur Warrunner with the Stomp. With the Stomp, silenced up as well, Puck delivering a ton of nuke damage, and Faces Void will be down. On the other hand, means that he's a big walking gold pinata, and Faces Void is still greedy for that first chronosphere of the game, as Beastmaster sends his creep top in order to bait. Wraith King is going to die for the first time. Daze, meanwhile, chasing away the Shadow Demon, as that's gonna be the second kill onto Wraith King, making it look easy, and Marcy just tosses back another one into that Beastmaster creep. Nice save from the Dazzle onto the Faces Void, who's gonna be able to tank through that, but not through the Weaver, who looks to do a little bit of extra damage. Weaver caught in place and will be fine for now, but they did get vision on him, ping him out, and yeah. Can they catch him this time around, is the question. Actually no, the rebound movement speed wears off as well. Everybody manages to get their way up there. As now Narman will be tossed back by the Marcy and blown up. Shadow Demon not long for this world, but the gold, it stays 5k in favor of Team Tickles, who are looking to tickle their opponents soon with a Blink Dagger and a bunch of huge crit damage on the Wraith King. On the mid, Puck won't steal the Invis rune, will instead get Chronosphered up, and Faces Void even asking for the high five, as he's just looking to get himself the best possible BKB tower.
Radiant are scanning. Dire's
Centaur Warrunner looking to go for an initiation, trying to steal the Lotus. As Marcy, however, presses an ultimate. Centaur Warrunner stampedes to counter it. Nice 3-man Dream Coil. Ducalis barely manages to get out of there with the Weaver ultimate. Niku, meanwhile, tanking 2 people as if it's easy, but the Shadow Grave is eventually gonna wear off, and Dazzle will just be dying. Now Roshan is open for business from the looks of it, as everybody pings on the side of Beastmaster. Went for a catch attempt, but instead he will be caught himself, as PMA manages to turn around onto Olnit. Olnit running away, doesn't want to lose even the first reincarnation. Days knows not to focus the Wraith King in that situation, because it would mean certain death. Now, however, they do kill off the Wraith King to try and save Days. Faces Void, Chronosphere misses. Centaur War Runner able to escape the Faceless Void. Weaver with the ultimate resetting to almost full health. Dazzle will also be healing up and bursts down to TICKLES thanks to that huge Beastmaster mob. Dazzle, thanks to the Glimmer Cape, surviving just a bit longer, but not quite long enough. The Beastmaster keep running for its life. Thankfully, they want the Faceless Void instead. However, Faceless Void wants revenge with the Time Walk, looking for anyone that he can get. Wraith King not quite going to die, and neither will the Centaur War Runner, though that BKB at least making space for the Marcy to respawn. For Navi Jr. to try and control up the lane again. That team fight and zoning the enemy back, while Wraith King is also still farming with the skeletons, and Wraith King just keeps on farming, while Navi Jr. grouped up with a Chronosphere available. They really should be gunning for objectives, looking for some valuable targets. Instead, Wraith King initiates with a stun on the Dazzle, but he went up the high ground into everybody. Wraith King will lose his first life. Dazzle, however, about to die, as that is gonna be the Shadow Grave wearing off. Now Olnit will die as well in exchange for Ridis, though. I'm not sure how happy they are with that. But Daze with the Marcy ultimate, just like last game. Marcy comes in and delivers the damage that her team is lacking at the last second. Well, Faceless Void still looking to run after the Weaver, and with the Chronosphere they catch the Weaver, and he is a guaranteed kill. Maybe not, but I think so, yeah. The time dilate was still just barely in time. Beastmaster with the Roar, looking for anyone else. Can't quite find it as Marcy at this point in time. Especially against the Chronosphere. Faceless Void wants to catch the puck. Will get Vision on puck. Will get Dream Coiled immediately, and in comes the Marcy. Free pickup for the side of Navi Jr., who are looking to make more happen around the bottom lane, where Wraith King with his creep army is just trying to take him with another smoke as well from the side of Navi Jr. We're gonna see teleports towards the bottom lane, as that's not quite the Void being revealed. Faceless Void, he gets a good initiation into Olnit's Wraith King. Dazzle caught out of position by the puck a little bit with a silence. However, in exchange for that, the Cold Feet and Ancient Apparition ultimate go right on top of the Centaur War Runner. Centaur War Runner taken out of the fight in exchange for Dazzle. Not the worst of trades for the side of Navi Jr., who still has that huge Ancient Creep from Beastmaster, helping to do so much work. And that is going to be Wraith King's first life. Not even that, as Shadow Demon goes for an amazing save. Daze with the BKB trying to kite Olnit some more. Beastmaster goes for a Roar on the puck, as Faceless at least has the damage to kill off puck. Dazzle comes back into that team fight, as puck also buys back. Ancient Apparition now buys back. Dazzle goes down to the puck again, however. Puck just buying back in order to counter the Dazzle. That is so nasty, but Faceless Void, he is still alive. He is still trying to save PMA. PMA is going to die on the Beastmaster. It's just the Ancient Apparition now trying to back the Faceless Void off. Faceless Void also doesn't have an ultimate for a significant time, but there's the AA ultimate, at least keeping Weaver off his back, as he isn't too afraid of the puck. Breaks the Dream Coil with the Glimmer Cape and manages to time walk and get Force Staffed away. Faceless Void still getting silenced up one more time as Ridis dies for trying to save him. Time walk away, and can he teleport? No. Okay, Faceless Void will still die. 70 seconds, no Void. And TICKLES looking to wrap around. Centaur War Runner, however, has already been spotted by the Beastmaster and his Hawk. So that is gonna be the stun of the Mark from Force. Not quite the initiation they were looking for. Faceless Void still not too shabby of a spot himself. Though it looks like instead puck catches the Marcy. Marcy with an ultimate and a BKB manages to turn around on the Wraith King. Wraith King not able to kill her yet, as Marcy with Dazzle and the Shadow Grave just gets saved. Faceless Void throws the ultimate onto the Weaver and is now looking to do more damage to anyone. Marcy still trying to keep people stunned up with the Skull Basher, but it looks like Dazzle has been isolated with a long enough silence this time around. Niku, thanks to that Glimmer Cape, tried to survive, but at the end of the day, puck is a little bit too much medical damage. PMA still running away, running for his life. Team TICKLES buying back the Weaver now, as they will get themselves that Roshan, and getting really tanky on that Marcy of his with the Skull Basher, as well as having that break. That is a fake Wraith King though. the real one will be caught by the Ancient Apparition ultimate as well, and it will reveal that that is the real Wraith King as Daze gets saved. Ancient Apparition may not be so lucky. Ridis, he's been throwing sick ultimates all game, but the ultimates alone haven't been enough to keep him safe. Really the defense that's lacking from Navi Jr. and the only way to make up for that is a good Chronosphere, so the enemies can't move, but FastestFight is getting stun locked. Now got the juice, can he try to set up a Chrono? Marcy instead presses the ultimate, goes on the Wraith King. Wraith King locked in place, and with the Void now also bashing into him, he is going to be traded for the Marcy as Puck comes in from the other side. Looking to jump onto Dazzle. Dazzle with BKB is going to be fine for the time being. Niku still just looking to survive. Out comes the Stampede. FastestFight, he fakes the Chrono. He fakes the Chrono just to force everybody to split. But Niku still goes down on the Dazzle as Beastmaster almost ticks out in the base. FastestFight. Okay, Ancient Apparition is back. This is his last chance at that really good Chronosphere as it's already mega creeps. And now I don't think having a better late game matters anymore, really. It's just get huge kills or end up losing the game right here, right now. FastestFight not able to get the Chronosphere, silence, stunned up, buys back Chrono onto 3 people. There it is, that's what he's been looking for. But is that going to be enough? Nope, doesn't look like it. Wraith King just ignoring what's happening and hitting the Ancient. Gotta make sure they absolutely make it over, and this has been the type of game I'm looking for. With Team TICKLES actually having trouble bringing their Wraith King online. They do still like the long gameplay. They did win double Midas. And Magnus amplifying it because 1, it benefits the Luna, and 2, suffers. Especially over in the bottom lane. Luna now gonna suffer as well. With the Skewer skilled, however, out comes the Blood Grenade, turn that one around onto Daze, and it will be the first blood for Olnit as Team TICKLES. Terrorblade definitely hopes not. He has that level 1 skilled in the Metamorphosis, would love to put it into some damage, and there we go, Metamorphosis plus Maledict, but instead Terrorblade takes so much damage to the face with Blood Grenade and another Blood Grenade. And that's just going to be a dead Terrorblade. Centaur Warrunner may die to the Maledict, but he asks for the high 5 as he goes down to come back to the lane with full everything as they kill the Terrorblade and the Witch Doctor. And that's about right. Pangolier, one lasted against the Puck behind. However, both of these two are going to snowball really hard, come online super early, and Terrorblade, oh no! They killed him again on the bottom lane. And Force gives that annoying voice line. And is going to head back to her lane, but while this is happening, Luna still farming super freely, and Terrorblade, even if Centaur Warrunner was alone for a moment, he hasn't recovered that much in last hits, and switching over to the gold net worth, you can see Luna is still ahead, which Pangolier wants to change by going for a Rolling Thunder on the Centaur Warrunner with Maledict. Centaur could be in a lot of trouble, which goes for a follow-up stun. Centaur Warrunner, he has Terrorblade so low health, but it looks like Vengeful Spirit doesn't quite want to go without a stun. Instead hoping the Terrorblade walks back, but that isn't going to be the case. And them just bouncing around. On bottom, Terrorblade caught off guard once again by the Centaur Warrunner, and it looks like Force, with the tower still hitting into him, is going to take a lot of Maledict damage. The Vanguard trying to help him regen through. He has to dodge the Rolling Thunder, walks into the Witch Doctor instead. Witch Doctor, look at the damage he's taking from this Vengeful Spirit. Vengeful Spirit though needs to be really careful against Pangolier. Pangolier chain stunned, but so are the 2 from Team TICKLES, and Team TICKLES will lose their Vengeful as Centaur Warrunner gets himself back. 2-2 and 2 still, with the Vanguard still looking quite... 2 smokes up from the side of Team TICKLES to catch Force on the Centaur Warrunner, not quite, despite the Pangolier steps, but with the Witch Doctor ultimate and the Rolling Thunder, no hopes for Centaur Warrunner. Nice return kill for the side of Navi Jr. to re-establish themselves, finally getting some real value out of this Witch Doctor more than defensively. Because don't get me wrong, the defensive double stuns have been great. Still, with the Creep Army and the Luna, they will get the second tier 2, with only the mid lane one still being left, and more than a minute on the Aegis, so that's going to be Luna starting to hit the tier 3 tower, dropping so incredibly fast, and they wish if only they had Treant. Luna skewered out of position, dragged back by the Magnus, but there's Vengeful Spirit with the swap, as they still have that Aegis, but aren't even going to use it. enemies are gonna find her.
Interesting.
Navi Jr. still looking to initiate. Instead, get almost initiated on Dark Willow. Still fine, but Luna finishes the job. Olnit. As Daze gets stunned, gets caught, will be chain stunned up without getting to move. Puck has used that double damage rune. Daze not quite being scouted out. However, the smoke has been broken and it will be the Pangolier found first, as Luna has an incredible amount of night vision. And Puck goes down next. 8,000. 2 in a row for the tickling Navi Jr. to death slowly but surely with 1,000 glaives. Mid tier 2 still standing and Terrorblade pushing there, but that means he left this tier 3 wide open to Luna, who will be skewered back. Manages to stop the RP the first time and kill off the Magnus instead. Luna now has to brawl with the Terrorblade. Terrorblade, however, gets swapped back straight into the Centaur Warrunner. Centaur Warrunner doesn't quite have to stun. Luna with the Titanic still alive. Centaur Warrunner drops the BKB. The Rex being shoved in. Yolnit needs to back off though if he doesn't want to lose that Aegis. Though he does manage to get healed back up by Chen.
Radiant
And
structures are fortified.
gonna be one lane of Rex if nothing else, falling in favor of Yolnit, as he hasn't expended the Aegis even yet. The Dark Willow will be caught, as Navi Jr. loses another one. Pangolier going down as well, just a little bit more damage. Can he get away? Nope. And look at these glaives just bouncing across the tier 4 towers like it's nothing. Buybacks from Pangolier as well as the Dark Widow almost instantly as they realize what's happening. Do they realize in time what's happening is the question. Luna loses the Aegis now, while the Ancient is down to half health. Vengeful Spirit goes for a 2-man stun, Riddle just instantly goes down. Pangolier dieback for 80 seconds. Magnus with the skewer misses as Riddle goes down again, and GG.